I mean like pork heaven. We got a little bit of a series going on here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Over the last couple of episodes or so, we've been focusing on noodle restaurants here in the LA area. I wonder how many more we can add to that list. Anyways, we started this noodle series with Killer Noodle. Now, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out in the library section. Today, we're gonna check out Killer Noodle's big sister restaurant called Tsujita LA Artisan Noodle here on the west side. While both restaurants are created by Chef Tsujita, this particular restaurant offers an amazing yet differentiated noodle experience altogether. Before you go inside to go check out this restaurant, show some love. Please take a moment to give me a like, give me a subscribe to help support the channel. You guys ready for some more noodles? I'm gonna get me some tsukemen. All right, guys, you guys are in for a very special treat. I'm here with Arnold Kim, the manager of the Saltel location. Arnold, say hi to our viewers.
Hey, how are you going? How's everyone doing?
All right, so Arnold, I've never been to your restaurant before, so I'm really excited to check out your restaurant and what you guys have to offer.
So we're here at the famous Tsujita LA in Saltel.
Yeah.
We started here in 2001.
2001?
Yeah, so we just passed our 10-year mark, our 10-year anniversary.
Congratulations!
Thank you, yeah. And since then we've expanded to 4 different locations just on this block. And
really?
We're very proud of it. We're very happy with all the businesses and all the people we've met over the years. And
Saltel has really changed over the last couple of years. I mean, it's super developed now.
It has, and like it just keeps growing. Now there's a lot more tech coming in and stuff like that. Like we think this area is just a great hub for just hanging out and also just for new places to live and to eat and everything. Yeah,
that's awesome.
As you can see, it's a pretty small kitchen and it's pretty like a narrow time. But we wanted this when we built this restaurant. We wanted it to be. You have like a very Japanese feel. When we talked about the design for Tsujita, what is Tsujita, we wanted it to basically have this one concept which is authentic Japanese taste. We wanted customers from LA who've never been to Japan to just walk in and feel like they've been in Japan, even though like they have no concept of what a ramen ya is or anything like that.
Okay, so for those that have not tried Tsujita LA Artisan, like what is the first thing that we should get?
We're definitely known for something called tsukemen, which is a dipping style ramen. It's some people who don't know ramen, who've never heard of tsukemen, it's very common because it's not that well known. But tsukemen is basically where the noodles and the soup come separately.
Okay.
And then the noodles actually come cold, and then the broth is very thick and very concentrated, more so than like a ramen broth.
Oh my god!
So what you do is you dip the noodles into the broth and eat it that way. So that way, it's not super soaked into the soup, but when you take a bite, it has so much concentrated flavor that it's very mind-blowing, and like I personally love it.
You guys been waiting long enough. Now, sitting with me again is Arnold, and Arnold is gonna be enjoying this lunch with me, or maybe teaching me a little bit about what I'm gonna have today. So, we ordered like 4 different things. A little bit of like what we consider appetizers. We got a little bit like ramen. We got their like famous tsukemen, and we also got a vegan ramen, right? Okay, so a little bit of everything for all you guys to see. And obviously got myself a little green tea. Now, there's actually a way to eat the number of different dishes that we have.
If you're gonna order this much food, I would definitely recommend the tsukemen for last, because the flavor of the broth is so strong and concentrated.
Yeah.
If you eat that first and then start eating things after that, everything's gonna mellow out in comparison.
It's because that's so overpowering, right?
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
So I guess the very first thing that we're gonna try is this salmon ikura.
The salmon ikura.
Okay, guys, take a look at this. Wow. Okay, so in here, I see some ikura. I see some pieces of salmon. There's some seaweed. Is this like there's like a name for these like kind of flakes?
It's a don. You mean the sesame seeds?
Yeah, the sesame seeds.
We call it goma for Japanese. It's kind of like sesame, but it's just sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds. Okay, got some soy sauce right here, and I'm just gonna tear a little bit in here
because the salmon itself is already marinated in our own little soy sauce blend already.
Okay, right here. The salmon is so soft, it's so clean.
Yeah.
It tastes super clean, not fishy at all, and oh yeah, it got my palate going. And obviously you guys included a little bit of wasabi.
If you like heat, yeah.
If you like heat, okay. For the sake of preserving my face today, I'm gonna skip out on the wasabi. But you guys that are more adventurous, give this a try.
Yeah.
What a great start. I'm ready for something a little heavier. Arnold, what do we got in front of us?
So next up we have our vegan ramen. It's called the silky ramen.
It's silky ramen.
It's made with a creamy vegetable broth. So when you drink the soup and eat the noodles, you'll notice a little kind of like a richness in the mouth.
It smells so good.
And it's purely vegetable based, yeah.
My gosh. I mean, this would have me full. I mean, I would have thought this was like a
clean chicken, or like even a chicken broth,
right?
Yeah.
It smells like meaty, but it's
100% vegan, yeah.
Vegan. And then inside we got what? We got some like
marinated bamboo shoots. We have wood ear mushrooms and green onions as well.
Oh, some of my favorite ingredients in any food right here. And I love just like you see the steam, guys. Oh, and these noodles, like these are really thin noodles.
Yeah. We want it to be just, like just to aerate perfectly as you eat it. Because usually when you eat Japanese ramen, you're supposed to slurp.
Okay.
And so it's supposed to be like a quick bite. So you just keep slurping. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Wow.
Yeah, when people eat that one, they don't even feel like they need to eat meat.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
I couldn't live without meat. If you give me this dish every single day, I may just very well become vegan. Wow.
The broth is still very thick, has that thick consistency as if it was like a meat broth.
Yeah.
But we found a way to make it extra thick with just vegetables.
Tell me a little secret.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Everything's closed off completely in
Okay.
the vault.
You guys that have never had vegan ramen, give this a place to try. You will not be disappointed. Wow. Arnold, what do we have in front of us?
So we have our tonkotsu Charsiu ramen with us today.
Tonkotsu.
So tonkotsu is normally known in America as like a pork-based ramen broth.
Yep.
And this broth has actually been simmering for 2 years straight. So we try to make sure that every day we get a new batch of bones, and we always seep it, marinate, and soak it, and
right.
make sure to keep it in the soup. And every night we take out the old bones, put in new ones.
Wow. And inside you got wood ear, you got the star of the show right here, big pieces of fatty Tsujita.
Yeah.
Right?
Should be melt in your mouth.
Should melt in my mouth. Okay. I mean, I don't know how this is gonna top that, because that already set the bar pretty high, but I'm gonna give this a try. There we go, guys. Ooh.
You're like, your reaction's getting bigger and bigger each time.
Because the flavor and the taste is getting better and better by the bite. That was just with the noodles. I have to go for the Charsiu. Here we go. Charsiu, guys. I mean, like pork heaven. Wow.
Yeah.
It's thinly sliced, but I think it has like the perfect balance between lean meat and fatty meat.
Right.
Like if it's too lean, then it's a little like dry.
Yeah.
But then if it's fatty, it gives you that softness. And I think that you guys perfected that split.
Right.
Ooh. What kind of pork is this?
This, it's a combination, I can tell you that at least.
Okay.
Combination of pork feet, pork knuckles, a little bit of pork fat, and pork heads actually.
Wow. I think I can taste all that flavor that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, it's that complex that I'm able to taste all the different like items you mentioned off of that pork.
Right.
Wow. And then this is using the same type of noodles as
the vegan silky ramen. Yeah.
Arnold, what do we got here?
So we have our famous tsukemen, Charsiu tsukemen. This one is the one with the works. It has slices of pork belly, it has an egg, and it has our 15-hour broth that we always make in-house.
And obviously you include this broth separately, okay? And in this broth, oh, is this fat in here?
That's Charsiu pork. That's chopped Charsiu pork. It also comes with our marinated bamboo shoots when you have with the silky ramen as well, and then also a marinated egg as well.
Right here, guys, look at this
whole egg.
This whole egg. These noodles are vastly different from the ones we had in the ramen.
Yeah, they're a bit thicker, yeah.
Way thicker.
We measured it perfectly so that it can pair perfectly well with the soup. The noodles come cold and the broth comes very hot and very thick and very concentrated.
Oh, yes. This is how I do it?
Yeah, that's how you do it, and then go ahead and slurp.
All right, here we go.
How was it?
Out of this world.
It's very different from those because those ones it's a nice hit of flavor, but this one's really like a punch in your face.
This one I get a little bit of the pork, but also a little of the fish.
So when you taste the soup, you should be able to taste like pork, fish, a little salty, a little sweet, sometimes a little bitter. Yeah.
That is complex. That is some of the best broth I've had. The second thing I want to highlight is just the chewiness, the bounciness of this noodle. Wow, how do you get it to be like so chewy? Chewy like in the best possible way.
We make it perfectly al dente. We always tell our cooks, you have to make it the perfect timing. Make sure you take it out the perfect time.
Oh my gosh, I mean, just like a split second or two will completely like destroy the texture.
We always try to train them, make sure you get it the right time.
This is, in terms of texture, this has gotta be, it's hard for me to say the word the best, but it's maybe tied with the best that I've ever had. In terms of noodles, this texture is amazing. I do want to revisit this Charsiu that's been sitting in this broth, okay? And you can see, it's nicely coated right here.
Yeah.
Wow, you see that? Oh, look at that fat on the bottom. And just that, everything is drizzling down. You could just see, just by the way it drips, how thick this broth is.
Right.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Flavor bomb.
And then I would recommend now trying squeezing the lime onto the noodles.
Okay.
So you'll see the difference in the flavor. So we always want to have, in terms of flavor, we always want to layer it, keep layering
it, right? Yeah. Be progressive.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I can totally understand where this lime can potentially come into play. And I'm gonna hold my comment for just a second. I'm gonna just drizzle this. Oh, can you see that? Yeah. Got it all over my noodles. I love lime, I love lemon, I love citrus flavor.
Same here.
So I'm looking forward to this flavor.
Go ahead and dip it into the broth.
Dip it into the broth?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you should be able to, when you take a bite now, you should be able to taste like a totally new flavor.
Okay, here we go. If I could right now, I would literally stand up and do the happy dance. So I don't want to forget about this braised egg right here. Oh my gosh. Guys, can you see this? Hey.
So because we try to, for this one, most people when they think of a ramen egg, they think of it like soft-boiled, oozy-goozy. But unfortunately this one's not like that one. It's more, we want to emphasize the creaminess of the yolk instead.
15 miles from here.
Oh yeah. That, in my opinion, is so nicely done.
You actually try one last thing though with the tsukemen.
Oh, tell me.
You should try it with our takana, our spicy pickled mustard greens.
Okay, this is the spicy pickled mustard greens right here.
So just mix it with the soup.
Oh, with the soup.
With the soup. Yes.
Okay. At first I thought it was gonna go into the ramen or the tsukemen itself, but actually it goes into the soup. So we should just mix it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's give this a try. The heat's building.
Yeah.
It's not just spice. It's not just like out there to kill you. It actually tastes good, right? With a little bit of heat. Now, I just had a little tiny scoop in there, right? And I think it was just the right amount. Okay, I can enjoy my tsukemen and get a little bit of heat at the same time. And I think that's a great way to eat this dish if you guys are looking for some spicy flavors. If you guys have not tried it, definitely check out here to give them a try. And if you have been here, I'd love to know what you guys got on the menu. What are some of your favorite items? So definitely let me know in the comment section below. Arnold, thank you so much for sitting with me today. Is there anything you want to say to our viewers?
Just really, during COVID, actually, I know a lot of restaurants were shut down and it was a very unfortunate scenario, but I just want to thank the community for always supporting us. We actually did really well during COVID and we don't take that for granted. We thank you guys for it. We thank you for your support, and we're always here to serve you guys, so thank you again.
Thanks so much, Arnold. Thanks so much for you guys for watching. As always, if you guys love this video and want to be part of the Like Squad, be sure to smash that like button, give me a subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you always get notified when I put up epic food videos like this. That's gonna be a wrap for today's video. I will see you at the next meal.